We are our product can help you to reach extraordinary milestone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are Tiny Thinkers. Who are we? Siti Salwa, our project manager, while Nur Atira as head of quality and assurance. Me, Siti Khadijah as head of sales marketing, Nur Azlina head of account and finance, while Nur Shahira head of management. We provide results-driven integrated classy and digital marketing, public relations and event communication that designed to meet our clients' objective by provide ideas and marketing concept and our experience. Our own logo, Tiny Thinker Resources, the square to define the stability and reliability, the orange to bring out the creativity and joy, we choose the minimal to ensure customer notice right away our own logo, and the green mean nature that help to heal physically and emotionally. Tiny Thinker vision is to be a leader in global outsource sales and marketing. Meanwhile, our mission is to become a dominant innovator for the growing tourism industry globally and collaborate across culture, organization, and generation to be part of a new global challenge. This is our mission. That's all from me, Siti Khadijah.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Nur Atira from company TinyThinkers Resources. I'm the head of quality and assurance for the project of branding and marketing plan and implementation for Department of Tourism. I would like to present the project work objective. The first one is to help the industry increase its competitiveness to meet the challenge of globalization. Secondly, is to combine the path of our industry's deep attention with the practical field team energy and focus for business excellence of market sales delivery. Last but not least is to bridging the gap to reach the complex culture, economy, language, currency and business practice to maximize the revenue and also revenue of our customer. That's all. Thank you. Together, we hope we can strive to aim for the best goal.
This is our past work. We had done with UOIB, Istana Budaya, All Penang, Kawasaki, KLIGP, Watson, and many more.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Azlina binti Muhammad Nur. Today I want to present about the internal TinyThinker Resources. TinyThinker Resources are the sole proprietorship owned by the founder of TinyThinker Resources named Siti Salwa binti Arifin. She holds 100% of ownership in her company. Our policy is to drive the efficient and sustainable sector of tourism and culture toward the country's socio-economic growth. And external also, our objective is to support the industry increase its competitiveness in order to face globalization challenge. It's also to combine the direction of a deep focus of our industry with the resources of the practical field team and concentrated on a market sale execution for company excellence. It also to making the distinction in order to increase our client sales and revenue to reach the diverse society, economy, language, currency, and business practice. It's also to strengthening the sector of tourism competitiveness to empower the nation economy. Our objective also to improving teamwork and a cooperation between company in a tourism and a culture economy to create Malaysia the preferred tourism destination. To achieve the objective, human resources management, TinyThinkers Resources is
The
committed
first
to
initiative
delivering
is to
exceptional,
attract the private
reliable,
sector
and a timely
investment
service.
for the growth offer in tourism
Licensing
industry.
Motex.
The second
If a
key initiative
business is a
is
tourism
to
industry
develop the quality
practitioner,
of
from
tourism services,
statistical
including
details
improve
to
the direction
instruction as
and
to how to
coordination
apply the
of the
required
tourism
license from the Ministry
activities,
of
improve
Tourism and
the
Culture, we also
diversification
provide the
of a tourism
promotional
product and
advice
activities is
relating
to
to
give
the
emphasis
tourism
on
industry.
ecotourism, agrotourism, culture, and heritage tourism, home homestay program, and thematic event. It's also to the government cooperate with the private sector for the marketing, promotion, and tourism. It also to an integrated approach has taken for ensuring sustainable development of tourism industry in a planning and implementation. The key initiative also to encourage the private sector to improve recreational facilities for increasing domestic tourism. It also to emphasize on human development of tourism industry to meet the demand for efficient personnel in this sector. And the last key initiative is a two continuous research initiative for tourism development by various program and a project. Thank you.
Now, I want to present about a technical section. In the TinyThinkers Resources, we have a four section for technical. Okay, the first section is to ensure that the project is progressing towards the set goal and that all works is being performed in accordance with the processes. In second technical, is updating the risk register with a new risk and updating the risk management plan and its corresponding components with the risk responses. And a third technical section is also ensure that all project deliverable meets the quality standard that are described in the quality management plan and that all project processes are also executed to the end. And the last technical section, manage and document change request is in accordance with the process defined in the project management plan. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. I'm Salwa from TinyThinkers Resources. I'm also a project manager for this project. I would like to present to you the cost planning and performance for this project. For your informations, this project will elaborate into three parts, which is cost sections, which relate into 5 programs, and also project final task, which is terminations. First, for the cost sections, will be elaborate into 10 performance. First, wages and salary that we need to pay, such as labor and manager and employees. Then materials that we use for this project, such as tools, handheld equipments, electronic device, prop, software, and design and printings. Also, utilities that we need to pay for this project, such as equipments and facilities rentals. Otherwise, we need to assign subcontractors and consultant, which cost for advertisements, actors, media. Travel also will be a part on this cost sections, which is accommodations and legal permit. We need to pay that. And then transportation that we use, such as a raw material, which is fuel and power power supply that we need to pay for our transportations. And recruitments. Recruitments is workers under this project that we assign either in full-time or freelance. We need to make a market research. For this market research, we do the online survey. So it will cost into this project. And then contingencies is a gift that we provide for customer for these projects. And then any event or trade show for this project. And last is management reserve. Management reserve is admin cost, teaching staff, which is a training for the staff, and then cost and evaluation for these projects. So each of a course section will related into 5 program, which is online contest, entertainment, design, media and festival. For the online contest, the cost is 330,000. And then for the entertainment, cost is 290 and 900,000. And then for design, 294,000 and 600. And then for media, 392,600. And for festival, 438,000 and 600. And the final touch for this project is termination. For this termination, cost for this termination is 253,300. For totally cost for this cost planning and performance for these projects are 200 millions. Thank you.
I am Nur Shaira binti Abdul Razak. I will be present regarding risk analysis. Risk analysis is to identify potential risks to the project, estimate the impact and the probability of the project. This improves the chance of successful project in competition and reduce the consequences of those risks. Firstly, identify potential risks. The first step is to identify all the potential risks that will be facing to the project, include technical, external and natural phenomenon costs. This need to be identified. What requirement need to follow, what technology will be used and what performance and quality for this project. Other than that, for phenomenon costs, we need to identify what are the possible adverse events that could be occur, such as flooding, landslide, fire or earthquakes. Besides that, we need to identify what come from our customers, users, contractors and market. Secondly, evaluate the risk. Once the risk was identified, the risk analysis process should be determined, the review, the qualitative and competitive impact of the risk, and then assign a likelihood score from low to high probability and a risk impact score, either low, medium or high. In this stage, for evaluate the risk, we also need to evaluate what will happen if this situation take place, how likely it is that will happen, how bad will the resulting impact be on the project. After evaluate the risk, we need to develop roles and responsibilities to each risk. Each risk needs to be assigned to a team member, prioritized and given an estimate of the resources needed to handle it. The designated team member will be responsible for making ownership if the risk become an actual issue. This is to ensure everyone in the organization is accountable for the risk. If there is no one person or a group charged with managing a risk, then by default, the entire organization will own the risk and therefore it is highly the risk will be fault. Fourthly, we need to implement the risk. This is to avoid and change plan and strategies to bypass the issue. In other words, remove the cause of the threat altogether. The ultimate goal is to implement measures to remove or reduce the risk. This could mean reviewing requirements, going through additional testing, or looking for different options. Lastly, we need to monitor the risk. Monitor risk is the process of monitoring the implementation of agreed open risk response plans, tracking identified risks, identifying and analyzing new risks, and evaluating risk process effectiveness throughout the project. The risks need to be responsible for tracking and update in project management tool and making sure other people are aware of what's going on. It should be an important part of any risk analysis process. The purpose of to monitor the risk is to determine if new risks have occurred that we are not previously identified and to determine if proper policies and procedures are followed. Project control system are the data collecting, data management and analytical procedures used to guess, acknowledge and constructively impact the time and cost outcomes of a project or program through the communication of information in formats that evaluate actual management and decision making. Elements in the control system of project may include aligning project with portfolio or organization goals and objectives, planning and scheduling, developing a work breakdown structure, WBS, developing a risk management plan, project budgeting, monitoring project costs, maintaining the project baseline, and feedback and reporting.
We believe that tourism will give lot of benefits to Tiny Thinker Resources besides of give benefits to the regions of country because country have lots of place of high scenic beauty or we can call it as Instagram. Besides the tourists that the money spent by the tourists will improve the health of every business in our region. And we, Tiny Thinker, will keep contribute to Malaysia.